There is no generation more important for our future than the next one. And the future, well, it is changing by the minute, especially with technology. And with a heavy focus on artificial intelligence, it has parents wondering about the classroom. And in today's Question Everything, we ask, how is AI and new technology shaping the future of education?
When it comes to education these days, it's not what many of us remember as kids. Who would have thought kids would be learning virtually, using laptops and iPads instead of pen and paper, and experimenting with artificial intelligence?
I would say AI is coming whether you like it or not. That's the most direct way I can say it. The best thing we can do is get in front of it.
For 7th grader De'Aria Johnson, she's embracing every second of it.
It was a new thing to me, but it's super fun and cool.
WJZ got an inside look at City Springs Elementary Middle School's Future Think Edge Summer program. The pilot program included trying out new AI software developed by Brandon Phillips.
It's an AI software that gives each student an individual teacher. The software learns that student and teaches that student at their capacity.
Teaching subjects like math, science, and coding in a game-like setting, catering to the personal needs of every student.
So it engages with you almost like a human being. It's a computer, but it's going to learn you and builds a profile around you.
Helping students solve problems, but even more so, maximizing their learning potential.
I realized by paying attention to school and also being a student that was gifted, the gifted student didn't get attention. So even if I was a special needs student or a gifted student, I'll get the same amount of attention.
I would love to use this during school because if I don't know something that the teacher tells me, I could just go on Future Think and they can explain it more. I can ask about the question instead of just asking my teacher.
Assistant Principal Rob Summers sees the importance in having students engage with technologies like this that could soon dominate the future.
We can't just be preparing our kids for the economy of 5 years ago, or the economy of today. We have to be ready for what's next.
It is a front row seat on how AI and new technology are shaping the future of education. It's even shaping how we do interviews. I sat down virtually with Dr. Eileen Hawkins, CEO of Inspired Online Schools USA. She feels her school is ahead of the game as well.
The flexibility that online schooling provides is just second to none. The ability for students to engage with their learning wherever, whenever they are.
Enrollment has exploded beyond what started as mostly student athletes. Picked up steam post-pandemic, and the school now offers live classes in the U.S. and enrolls students year-round.
The growth in online schooling says to me that parents are looking for alternatives for their children. They know that their children deserve an education that's built expressly for them.
Students can interact with classmates all around the world. Using augmented reality for lessons, they can step inside a museum or learn about the human heart in a virtual lab.
Do you think at some point every school is going to have to get caught up with this technology and especially artificial intelligence?
Absolutely. In the same way that we all had to wrap our brains around using a calculator to do math in when we were all in school, now we have to embrace these technologies because they are essential to the jobs of the future.
Do you find them more engaged, more excited about school?
We can meet students quite literally where they are in an online school, and an online school that's enhanced with artificial intelligence and the right tools can really personalize that experience.
It's uncertain what the future holds, but we do have a glimpse. Covered books, chalkboards, and other classroom essentials could soon be history. Educators say, don't resist it, embrace it.
If we try to just bury our heads in the sand, the outcomes are not going to be helpful to us.
We have an opportunity to jump in front of it and take control of it, or we can let it take control of us.
And here's the thing, despite the growing trend and use of AI expanding, take a look at this. A new survey by Junior Achievement shows more than half of teenagers, 64%, report that their schools or teachers do not encourage the use of AI as a learning tool. One of the big things to take away, too, with the AI, it doesn't matter if you're a student ahead of the curve or behind it, each student gets the same attention to maximize that learning potential.
Well, that was the terrific thing about his program,
right,
at City Springs, is that it was each student had their own personalized program. That, I think, is fantastic.
Yes.
It's so wonderful as a supplement to good teaching as well.
Oh, they go hand in hand.
I hate to see the day when there was no teacher at all. I think that human contact's important. But again, I have to be careful and not to be one of those resisting the inevitable.
No, but you bring up a good point. I think it's a valid concern that a lot of people have. Will this replace the teacher? And like Brandon said, this will not replace the teacher. It's there to help them and to help the students grow. And you can't give everyone the same attention they deserve.
Got to keep up.
Yeah, it's changing. There's no
fast.
denying that.